So the room of identity and power is very different from the room of pressure and performance, okay? Whereas instead of it being based on avoidance of certain foods, trying to be good and do good and all of this where you're constantly trying to strive, instead it's going to be quite a bit different in the room of identity and power where identity, stewardship, and purpose actually live. It's totally different. Now, the room of power is going to be built on who you are becoming, not what you're avoiding, okay? So, kind of like the same thing with your walk with God, it's not about avoidance of cussing, avoidance of drinking, avoidance of smoking, avoidance of sexual immorality. Yes, those things happen, but if you only start from a place of avoidance, that is the room of pressure, okay? That is essentially the room of religion, if you will, okay? Man's man-made idea of trying to do good enough to get into heaven as opposed to having that transformation and knowing that you're renewed by the transformation of your mind. That's essentially what we're talking about here. So the room of identity and power, where identity, stewardship, and purpose live, is a room that again is built on who you are becoming, not what you're avoiding. It's where grace, clarity, and energy live, okay? And I don't mean this to sound new age. What I mean is that when you focus on the outside only, like I'm going to avoid these foods, I'm going to make myself work out, I'm going to do all these things, you're going to get some results, but you're not going to get a true transformation. Whereas when you focus on having an internal transformation, which that starts with the room of identity and power instead of the room pressure and high performance and avoidance, okay?